So good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So last class we have seen the few problem how to assign the mask and IP address. Today also we will see maybe one or two problems and we will discuss what are all the topics you should concentrate for and cat. So this is the problem we have seen in the last class. So the next problem. So the given network address is 148.75.0.0/26. Find the address class, the default subnet mask, custom subnet mask, total number of subnets, total number of host addresses, number of usable host address, number of bits borrowed. Also, find what is the fourth subnet range. What is the subnet address for 8th subnet? What is the subnet broadcast address for 13th subnet? What are the assignable addresses for the 9th subnet? So mostly you may expect this type of problem in the CAT. Okay. So first we will start with one by one. So to find the address class, always you should look on the first byte. It is 148. This is which class? This is which class if it is 148?
Class B.
Class B. So this is class B. The default subnet mask, you should remember IPv4, it contains 4 bytes. If it is B, the first 2 bytes, it is for network. Remaining 2 subnet plus host. So the default subnet mask means without subnet. So how many bits will be allocated for network? 8 plus 8, 16. Only 16 bits will be allocated for the network ID if it is without subnet. So the default subnet mask means, so all that the network ID bits, it will be 1. That is a mask. If you are multiplying, if you are doing AND operations with the given IP address, it gives the respective the address, starting address. So automatically it is nothing but the mask, it is an all 1. So the first bytes 8 ones, so 255 dot. Second bytes also it is 81 255 dot, remaining are 0. This is default subnet mask. The custom subnet mask, you should look here. Class 26, this 26 indicates the number of the mask bits, number of mask. So in the class B, so this is 8 bit, so 16, but here it is class 26. So here also the third, it is an subnet 8-bit. In the fourth byte, so 8, 8, 8, 24. In the fourth byte, so the first 2, because it is 26. So remaining are host. So the 2-bit, it is host, that is the subnet, remaining are host. Now if you see here, 8, 8, 8, so 255 dot 255 dot 255. In the last one, the first 2, it is the subnet mask. That means 1 1, remaining 6 zeros. In the last byte, the first 2, it is for subnet mask. So subnet, so 1 1, remaining 6 zeros. Now convert this into the dotted decimal. 1 1 6 zeros. What is equivalent decimal for this?
$192.
Yeah, 192. Now the custom subnet mask, it is 192. Okay. Next is total number of subnets. If you see here, already we have seen that the first two, it is network. So 16-bit for network. So totally it is the 26. So remaining 10 bits, which is used to represent for the subnet 2 power 10. So what is 2 power 10?
1024.
Yeah, 102. Suppose if you are asking total number of usable subnet, then it is -2. Kindly remind. So keep in mind. If it is, if you are asking total number of usable subnet, then it is -2. Okay. Then total number of host address. Out of 16 at the last 2 bytes, we are allocating 10 for the subnet. Remaining 6 will be allocated for the host. So 2 power 6. So 2 power 6 equal to
64.
yeah, 64. So now if we see here, number of usable address, 64 minus 2. So number of bits borrowed. So totally 26 bit we are using as a default subnet. Out of that 16 it is network. So in the subnet plus host, so we are borrowed 10 bytes, 10 bits, because 26 it is mask, already 16 it is for the default the network. So we are borrowing 10 bits. We are borrowing 10 bits from the last 2 field to represent our the subnet ID. So totally 10 bits. Any doubt? Next. So what is the
Excuse me, sir.
fourth sub? Yeah, yes.
Sir, the total number of host address is per subnet.
Yeah, it is for subnet.
Sir,
It is,
sir, what is the custom subnet mask? It shows the number of subnets, sir. So what does the subnet ID show?
yes. What are the?
So what, sir, the custom subnet mask, it shows the number of subnets.
Not number of subnet. The custom subnet mask, it won't show the number of subnet. It is the subnet mask bit. It won't say number of subnet.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, the fourth subnet range, I think we have seen the last class. Convert these into binary. What is the binary equivalent for 4? The binary equivalent for 4?
So 40 and 0100.
What is that for the 4?
So 4 zeros.
Okay. That
So
is
4 zeros, 0, 1, double
yeah.
0.
Yeah, 100. Right. This is the respective the equivalent for the 4. So how will we find the fourth subnet range? First, you have to find the fourth subnet ID. So 148.75.0.0, it is a given IP address. So 148.75.0.0. So since it is in class B, these two are the respective the network. So we are not touching this. The last two, out of the 16, we are allocated 10 for the respective the subnet. So and the last two, so in the third bytes 8 bit, dot, in the fourth bytes 2 bit for host, remaining 6 for 2 bit for network, remaining 6 for host. So the first two we are keeping as it is. In the third, because it is a class B, combination of third and fourth, we can allocate for the subnet plus host. As per given things, 10 bits we are borrowing to allocate for the respective the subnet. So 10 bits mean in the third byte, it is an 8 bit. In the fourth byte, the first 2 bit we are allocating for the network. So entire these thing we are allocating for network. So remaining 6 we are allocating for the host. Now substitute these fourth subnet in X. Kindly keep in mind, always you should start from filling from the LSB. So this 0, it will come here. So 0, 1. So remaining 7 zeros. So for the subnet ID, all the host bit are 0. So here it is 0. Now convert these into the dotted decimal. So 148.75 dot. So for this 0000001, what is this? It is an 1 dot 0. So the fourth subnet ID 148.75.1.0. So it is asking subnet range. That means from first host to last host. What is the first host address? It will start from, because the first is, so this dot 0, it is for an subnet ID. So the host ID, it is 148.75.1.1. 2. So I want to find the last host ID. How will you find that? Last class we have seen that you find the subnet ID for the next, that is fifth, -1 broadcast, -1 last host ID for the previous subnet range. So convert these 5 into the binary. So what is that binary equivalent for 5? It is 101. Substitute these 101 in a subnet. So again start from LSB. So now this is 1. Okay. Remaining it won't any change. So what is the respective equivalent? So the first 2 as it is 148.75 dot. Here 00001, it is 1 dot 0160. What is this? 0160, it is in 64. So the fifth subnet ID 148.75.1.64 -1 broadcast for the 4, -1 last host ID for the 4. So it is -2. So 148.75.1.62. So the subnet range, it is 148.75.1.1 to 148.75.1.62. So this is the subnet range. Okay. Then subnet address for 8th subnet, the same way convert these 8 into the respective the binary, then substitute here, then convert in dotted decimal, you will get an 8th subnet. Then what is the subnet broadcast address for the 13th subnet? So to find the broadcast address for 13th subnet, find the subnet ID for 14 -1, that is the broadcast address for the 13th. Convert these 14 into binary, substitute here, convert in dotted decimal, you will get the 14th subnet ID -1, that is the broadcast ID address for the 13th. Similarly, for the assigned address for the 9th, compute 8 + 1 starting address. It is 9. So compute 9 plus 1, it is the starting address. Compute 10 minus 2, it is the last code address. So from 9 plus 1 to 10th minus 2, it is an assignable address for the 9th subnet. So these type of problems we may ask. So this type of problem we may ask in the exams. So you kindly practice a few problems in IP address. Now we will see. So what are all things you should concentrate for your the CAT? I think already we have discussed the topics. It is nothing but ARQ protocols. It is the very important, because here in the module 3, in the ARQ protocol, you kindly practice the problem using sliding window. Suppose, because go back and plus select repeat, it uses sliding window procedure. So we will give the sliding window with whether it is an go back and or it is an select repeat. Then you have to fill the framing. You have to fill the framing. Kindly practice in this angle from ARQ protocol. Then in the framing, we have seen about bit stuffing, byte stuffing. So you may get one problem from either bit stuffing or byte stuffing. Already, you know, the sample problems uploaded in the video, you kindly refer it. Then from the HDLC, you will get one problem. Combination of ARQ protocols, that bit stuffing, byte stuffing, you will get for 10 marks, one question. Then HDLC, the framing, you will get for 10 marks. It is having two methods. One is nothing but normal response mode, NRM. Next is nothing but ABM, asynchronous balanced mode. You will get one problem from that. You will get one problem from HDLC. We have seen the many the examples also uploaded the materials in the beta. We will give the sequence for the first two frames. Remaining you have to fill. Remaining you have to fill. So any doubt here? Any clarification? Okay. So next, from this module 5, IP addressing, that is subnetting IPv4. We have seen many problems like this. We will give IP address. We may ask to find the which class, all these things. So either or we may ask to find the subnet for allocate the subnet for 3, that is 3 subnet remaining for host, or we may ask, so we want to allocate for maybe 500 subnets remaining for host. Like that we will ask. Then we may ask to find the default subnet mask, custom subnet mask, then like 4th subnet range or 13th subnet broadcast address. Like that we may ask, or the first host ID for 20th subnet. So like that we may ask the problem. So I think we have seen many problem in the IP address. So you can the practice few problems. So you will get 10 marks for this IP address. One question from subnetting IPv4 for 10 marks. One is from HDLC for 10 marks. One is from ARQ protocols and the bit stuffing, byte stuffing for 10 marks, 30 marks. So you kindly